I had such an incredible career, and you sort of get to a point where you start asking yourself, how many more trophies do you need? What are you actually achieving with them, or what's so fulfilling about them?
One of the most emotional and deserving moments of Stephanie Gilmore's career. She holds the record to herself, officially an 8-time world champion.
I was on tour for 17 years nonstop, and had a lot of great success and ticked off a lot of those dreams and goals that I always had in my life to try and win the record of 8 world titles. Like Layne Beachley had 7, the record for many years, and that was before I got on tour. It was actually 2022 that I won my 8th world title.
This moment in history, Gilmore can be called the greatest of all time.
I think that I reaped the rewards of the hard work of Layne's era, and Layne also benefited from the women before her who they went in and fought for what they believed was rightfully theirs. They deserved a place on that stage just as much as the men, and I think they fought hard, and then it was not until the next generation that they saw those changes being made.
Equal waves, equal pay. New this morning, the World Surf League is closing its gender pay gap.
In 2019, we had a lot of conversations before that, because our prize money was probably half of the men's for pretty much my whole career. And then 2019, the World Surf League ownership team really listened to us and were like, yeah, you're right, it's 2019, why aren't we this should be normal at this point.
Today I'm delighted and very proud to announce that we will be moving forward with fully equal prize money for the men and the women from 2019 onwards.
In a cool way, it's that surfing is such a new young sport, but we're able to make these changes and be leaders in this way, which I was so proud to be a part of surfing in that sense, and to make equal prize money for men and women across all their different divisions was really important, and a moment that I think it's just so badass that surfing can be a leader, and sport is a great place to show equality, because we have this public platform. You stand on stage and you hold up your check so everyone sees what you get paid. So it's a really nice place to be like, hey, we're all the same here. And because I'm a woman, I don't get a discount on my flights to get to the location either. So it shouldn't even be a conversation anymore. But I'm really proud to work with the WSL and to make those sorts of changes is really what it's about. The argument was like, well, they just don't get the same viewership. And it's like, well, that's because they're not on prime time. Like, if you put them on prime time, the country's going to probably tune in and watch it. Like, that's build it and they will come. Competition-wise, I really think the women are bringing something new. There's like a fresh eyes to it and these fresh rivalries, specifically this year, the start of this year, watching the women charge Pipeline.
Molly picked them, putting her head down, grabs the rail of the Pipeline, pulls up and under. She's still going and gets the exit.
Goodness. Your last score was a perfect 10.
These heavy, heavy waves, and Tahiti as well at Teahupo'o, the heaviest wave in the world, and the women are just charging so hard, and I really feel like the audience is seeing it unfold, and it's fresh.
Teahupo'o is a gnarly wave of consequence. It takes a calculated skill to conquer this potentially deadly wave.
Oh my goodness. Tatiana Weston Webb trying to mount a comeback.
Now she needs to turn into this wave.
Oh my. Deep one for Weston Webb. She comes out. She needs a 10-point ride to turn the heat. Wow, what are we watching?
That was absolutely insane.
Here we see Vahine.
Vahine still not out of this.
And that could be it.
And Vahine comes out of that barrel. Now, mind you, Vahine Fierro needs an 8.01 to take that lead.
They've seen what the guys are going to do. They know what they're going to get. But for the women, it's kind of like these new characters. It's exciting, and people are really genuinely engaged in what the women's tour is doing.
Undeniably, the biggest story in surfing right now is what the women are doing in waves of consequence.
Dropping in, Pipeline barrel pulls in, under the hook, spat out.
As of 2026, they're actually upping the numbers. So it's going from 18 to 24 women on tour. And it really shows. I mean, the depth of talent on the women's qualifying series is really good. But I think that's the main thing. It's just like there's these fresh energy that's come into it, and all of a sudden everyone's going, oh my God, this heat between these two young women who I don't know too much about, but they are just sending it so hard. They're surfing so well, and it just seems to be more interesting than, oh, here's Gabrielle and John again, just smashing it again. There's just like it's been like rejuvenated in a cool new way.